Hey there, young adventurers. Welcome to Demi and Sunny World. We're on a mission to share the most epic stories, fun facts, and crazy cool adventures that'll make your eyes pop. Get ready to laugh, learn, and have a blast with us. What's your favorite kind of story? Let us know. The day the baseballs escaped. Milo Jigglernut woke up with one thought in his head. Today, I shall become the undisputed king of baseball. He strapped 12 baseballs into his backpack, put his cap on backward, his glove on the wrong hand, and marched out the door like a superhero yelling, "To the Park of Glory!" His cousin, Tilly Tumblebucket, was already waiting. She was wearing a cape and eating spaghetti for breakfast. Today, she declared with noodles dangling from her mouth, "We invent the sport of extreme catch." But before they even threw the first ball, trouble started. One baseball rolled out of Milo's backpack, then another, until all 12 bounced down the hill like runaway popcorn. "My balls!" Milo screamed. "Correction," Tilly said, tossing spaghetti in the air like confetti. "Our balls have escaped." And that was the beginning of pure chaos. The first ball rolled into an old man's ice cream cone. Splat! He looked down at his baseball-flavored sundae, shrugged, and said, crunchy." Then he kept eating. Milo nearly fainted. The second ball bounced into a stroller. The baby inside grabbed it, drooled all over it, and clapped like he'd just invented sports. The pigeons around the stroller started cheering, flapping their wings like they were at a rock concert. The third baseball zoomed straight into a marching band's tuba. The poor tuba player tried to play a note, but instead the instrument went fif-fla-flom, so loud that 3 ducks fainted, a squirrel passed out, and the mayor's wig flew right off his head and landed on a hot dog. Speaking of hot dogs, the fourth baseball smacked into a hot dog cart, launching ketchup and mustard into the air like fireworks. Kids ran around with buns open, catching free toppings while yelling, "Hot dog rain! Hot dog rain!" A man in a suit walked by, got splattered, and looked like he was dressed for a mustard fashion show. The fifth baseball bounced into the park fountain, shot out like a rocket, and landed right in a jogger's smoothie. He took a sip, spit it out, and shouted, "Strawberry baseball shake." The sixth ball flew across the playground and made the merry-go-round spin so fast the horses looked like they were training for space travel. One kid shouted, "To infinity," and back to the slide, and promptly fell off into a cotton candy stand. The seventh baseball bonked into the park librarian, who had been reading under a tree. Books went flying everywhere. She stood up with her glasses sideways, looked around at the chaos, and said, "This is the weirdest storytime ever." Then she fainted right into a bush shaped like a llama. By now, Milo's hair was sticking out like spaghetti, and Tilly was laughing so hard she fell into a sandbox and popped up wearing a bucket on her head like a knight's helmet. "We have to get them back," Milo cried. Or, Tilly grinned, "we let them live their dreams." At that very moment, the eighth baseball rolled into the hands of a magician performing nearby. He threw it into the air, waved his wand, and poof, it turned into a rabbit wearing a baseball cap. The rabbit bowed, then hopped away with the ball still stuck on its ears. The ninth baseball rolled into the mayor's shoe. The mayor slipped and skated across the park like a human bowling ball, knocking over 12 folding chairs and one very surprised hot dog basket. The 10th baseball somehow landed in a balloon vendor's cart. It floated up tied to a balloon and drifted across the sky. "That one's gone forever," Milo screamed. "No refunds," yelled the balloon man. The 11th ball rolled into a dog park. A giant poodle grabbed it, tossed it into the air, and balanced it on her nose like a circus star. The crowd cheered, and someone gave the poodle a trophy. The poodle bowed and refused to give the ball back. Finally, the 12th baseball, the sneakiest one of all, wriggled out of Milo's backpack, spun in a circle, and then zoomed straight into the clouds. Everyone gasped. "It's escaping Earth!" shouted Tilly. "Come back!" Milo yelled, jumping up and down. But it was too late. Far above, an astronaut floating in space tapped on his helmet as a baseball bonked into his spaceship. Houston," he said slowly. "Why is there a baseball orbiting my lunchbox?" Back on Earth, the crowd in the park cheered. The pigeons formed themselves into the shape of a giant trophy. The mayor, still covered in mustard, stood on a bench and declared, "From this day forward, we honor the new sport of chasing escaped baseballs." Everyone clapped. The baby in the stroller threw his drool-covered ball into the air. The poodle barked like a referee, and Milo and Tilly collapsed in the grass, sweaty, messy, and laughing so hard their stomachs hurt. "Best sport ever," Milo gasped. "Just wait," Tilly grinned, pulling a watermelon out of her pocket. "Tomorrow, we play extreme watermelon tag." Everyone in the park froze. "WHAT happens next?" the crowd screamed. Thank you for watching. Join our family of subscribers for more engaging stories, fun adventures, and valuable lessons that will spark imagination and joy in your little ones. Wishing you and your family endless happiness, love, and laughter.